Hello everyone, welcome to our 2021, the first episode of Fashion Reel. And today we have a very special guest, Bonny Brahmi.
Hi Sam.
Hello.
Thank you for having me.
How are you?
I'm feeling very good. It's a pleasure to be here today with you. Thank you so much.
We know that you are a very passionate girl about your life, about your hobby, about your talents, and you are actually building something from somewhere far away from your homeland.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Okay, so tell us about your little project right now, what you're doing, and where you're from.
All right, well, okay, first of all, I'm from South Africa. So my passions are education and fashion. Currently here in China, I'm an English teacher, but also on the side, I have an online store based in South Africa. And also here in Beijing, I actually dress quite a few ladies. So once in a while, some girls would text me, be like, oh, Bonny, I'm having this. Can you please dress me up? So I actually do some personal shopping and a bit of styling as well.
You are a teacher, you are a fashion buyer, you are a personal stylist.
Yes.
You
and
are.
a businesswoman, entrepreneur as well, not forgetting that. I'm also helping some small businesses in South Africa actually start their own businesses.
Wow, are they all women or
Mostly women. So I also have a community here. We call ourselves the Startup Biz. So the main aim is to help young ladies start their own businesses, whether it's hair, eyelashes, clothing, you name it, I do it.
Wow, that's amazing. That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And you know, Fashion Reel is a media. We are trying to promote people with their passion and want to let them to get out of their comfort zone and really chase their dreams and chase their passion and build something out of from what they love. How do you build your passion together with your business?
Okay. So as I said, I'm very passionate about fashion. As you can see right now, I'm wearing one of my dresses from my store, which is called Bontique. The name is actually, I don't know if you can get it, but it's the Bon.
Name.
Yes.
It's your name and like a boutique.
A boutique, but it's a Bontique, you know.
Got
so
a little French flair on it. I love it.
Yes. So on a daily, what I sell on my store, it's what I usually wear. So every time, usually when people see me on the street, I'm wearing something from my store. So I'm using that, to build a business out of it.
So you have to go out to the market and find out what you like and what you think may impress your clients. It's a really, really hard job because you have to know the trend. You have to know the sales figure from the previous seasons. You have to know your clients well. You also have to know your own taste. Where did this idea coming from to have an online store?
Okay, so first of all, this actually happened in 2016 when I was living in South Korea, and I had just moved to South Korea, but I could hardly find clothes that could fit me perfectly, So then when I was there, I was really struggling to find clothes. So I decided to come to China because usually I was buying online on Alibaba and stuff. So I decided, let me come to China and actually shop, go crazy. So I went to Guangzhou and did some shopping. But when I was there, I was so overwhelmed by all these businesses, all these factories that are producing all these amazing clothes that I'm always seeing on the internet and other shops where I usually buy. So I just thought, why not, start this boutique and sell for the ladies here in South Korea, because actually the community of foreigners was quite big as well. So that's where the idea came from.
So actually it comes from your own needs and you just want to satisfy yourself and satisfy the girls like you.
Yes, exactly. Demand and supply. So I saw the demand and I was like, why not supply what is in need,
I want to know a little bit more about your business model.
Sure.
How do you sourcing and the design and the style and everything?
Okay, so reason why I moved to China was that I want to be at the midst of everything. So usually I travel to Guangzhou quite a lot, which is where the factories are. So I usually work with the factories. I design things that I like myself, and I'm very fortunate that the factories I work with are very reputable factories that work with very big name brands that are all over abroad. So for example, House of CB, which is known for their bandage dresses, Fashion Nova, that's what they're working with, on top of the world right now. So they're the number one leading stores.
How could you even find them? Even for Chinese people are based here, it's hard for us, to find out the factories, the suppliers and stuff.
Yes, because I'm very passionate, very dedicated. So my aim to go to Guangzhou was to find these suppliers because I know they were in China. So that was my aim, to look around and find them. It did not just take one. It's been over the years, that's how I was able to find all these amazing people that I'm working with right now.
What do you study from the Chinese people?
Quite a lot, Chinese people, first of all, they are very hardworking. Every time I go to Guangzhou, I'm very surprised, like in the middle of the night, like it's still like, you would say it's still daytime. People are working. People are at the, shipping stuff. Like it's so active. So what I know is that stay focused and do what you are good at.
How do you face failures?
So usually I do something that is called a SWOT analysis. I did study some business management. So with SWOT analysis, you look at your strength, your threats, your weakness, and then you turn those into opportunities. So the failures that I've had so far, I've been able, to learn from that and move past it and try, like you said, innovate.
Could you share something like how your social media help your brands?
Okay, social media is, wow, it's a lifesaver at this moment, It has so much influence on the brand itself. So with what we call now influencers, I was able to reach out to quite a bigger target market by reaching out to the top influencers that we have in South Africa, giving them the clothes with my packaging and branding on them, and then they would unwrap. Wow. Everyone likes to unwrap because every time an influencer posts a picture and tags us, the sales go up immediately. You can see.
As we can see, you also model your own clothes.
Of course.
Yes.
Yes.
How did that happen? How is it like because of lack of cash to hire other models, or because you are confident enough to use yourself as a model, or is you do it purposely?
Okay, I think purposely. So younger, because I'm quite tall, I'm 175. So younger people would tell me like, oh, you could be such a great model, you should model. But then when I actually tried modeling, I was told I might be too big, or my hips are, I'm a little fat for modeling. So I was like, okay, well, that's fine. So when the opportunity came for me to open my online store, then I was like, why not be my own model? This is my chance for me to shine.
It takes a lot of courage to use your own pictures. How to face the boos and the critics and everything on the social media, because it's like a very dangerous to put.
Oh, of course. Yeah, it is. No, best believe, as much as I'm confident, I'm also very self-aware and self-conscious. So, but I do try and be like, well, we all have flaws, I think. So why not embrace them? That's how I take it. Like, let me embrace my flaws, because at this moment, I cannot really do anything about, well, you can, but I prefer not to, Always thinking positive, always being positive, then nothing can stop you.
Yeah. Even there is boos and critics on your
Of course,
comments.
there's always boos and critics, but we learn from that. Also, with things that I put up on my store, like right now with Instagram, because Instagram, I think, is one of the major platforms that everyone uses, I would use what we call a poll, right? So I would be like, my favorite one is a yay or nay. So I'd post a picture or maybe a dress that I would like to introduce on the next collection and be like, is this a yay or a nay? And from that, I engage with my audience, and I would see what my audience like and what they don't like.
You
and
actually give them a chance to boo.
Of course, I give them a chance to boo. Yeah, so I always use the polls before I put out a new collection. It's a yay or nay. And if it's a nay, then clearly they do not like that, and that's not what I'm going to give them.
How to be the best possible version of yourself?
Well, stay true to yourself, be who you are be yourself at all times. That's what I believe. Because like I said, also, like earlier you mentioned things about trends. Trends come and go, but fashion is a statement, So I try not to follow all the trends you would see now. There's this, there's that in the market, but I try to be consistent. Consistency is key. So I try to be consistent and all the time and not lose my mind with all these trends that are coming in and out. So my store, it's always been consistent. It's always stick to what we believe in, not just that, though we grow with time, of course, but we do not go with every trend that comes in and out.
What your fans value you the most?
That I'm myself.
How do you find your own voice in your business?
So the thing is, with this business, I started it from scratch. So I know the ins and outs to the tiniest detail, even to the website itself. I did not hire a website designer or anything like that. I made the website myself. So I know exactly what it took for me to start the business, where I want to be and where I see myself in the future. So by me trying to do everything that I possibly can, I think that allows me to maintain the voice in my business.
So what makes you happy versus what will make you the most money? Which one do you prefer?
Oh, wow. That was quite tricky. But honestly, I would say what makes me happy, because I don't see the point of having all the money, but you're miserable, you know? Oh, I'd love the money, but...
But I think if you're doing something making you happy, at the end of the day, money will come.
Of course, yeah, gradually,
That's how I
naturally.
feel.
Yeah, I feel the same way too.
Give one piece of advice if anyone is starting their new journey in 2021.
First of all, come to Start a Biz. Bonnie's got you. I'm a jack of all trades, kidding. What I would say, do what you're passionate about. Because if you're doing it for the money, then you're in for a major surprise. Because honestly, the first few years I haven't been making profit really, because I've been trying to establish myself and building a brand. So you lose money before you make money. So I think, but if you're passionate about what you're doing, then you would always stay focused and try to push as much. But if you're just in it for the money, then maybe you shouldn't do it. That would be my advice.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Bonny.
Thank you so much, Sam, for having me. This has been great.
Where can we find you?
All right, so on, firstly, Instagram, it's Bonny with the Y. That is my personal Instagram. And for the online store, it is bontique_SA. And the website itself is www.bontique.co.za.
You guys, please go there and follow Bonny.
Thank you so much, Sam.
Thank you very much. See you next time.
All right, bye-bye.